Well, hello. I took a look at the Edpuzzle answers for measurements in the lab Edpuzzle, and it was clear to me that many students were having trouble understanding what her meaning was as far as understanding the place value of the final answer. So I wanted to make sure that I went over some of that with you in a different way. So let me share my screen with you. Yeah, that one. Share. And we could take a look here. Um, so here we see, I don't need that. Here we see a website, chemquiz.net. I just Googled it to get some examples. We didn't check their answers. I just did the answer key because I want to explain it as well. But you can generate practice questions. And it says for each problem, determine the measurement of the necessary precision with the correct number of significant figures. You may estimate one additional digit between the lines of your measurement. So, meaning some of these words you've heard before in other courses, but we haven't personally mentioned them yet necessarily. But basically, you could take scientific measurement and you must estimate one digit after the digits that you can directly measure from your instrument. So, I made a key to this. So here, the first step is to see what direct measurement you can get from the lines. So 80, 81, 82, 83, right? The whole numbers. So the lines tell me 1, 2, 3, or if you want to think of them just as whole numbers, that's fine. Okay, so we'll write down our answer with just the whole numbers. So I'm looking at it 75, 76, 77. Okay, 77 decimal point, and then we have to estimate one digit. So I look here and it's very close, but to me it looks a little bit over 77, so I called it 77.1. And I wrote units, which is useful and we will definitely have to do that, but we had like one day of school so far, so I took the hint from context clues. This was probably temperature because of the narrow stripe of the measurement. It's in the middle of the measuring device like that. So here, let's see. So kind of penciled in or penned in 7.5. So it's like 7, 7.5, 7.6. Those are those slightly longer lines. So 7.51, 7.52, 7.53, right? So the lines are two places past the decimal that you can directly measure 0.01, 0.02. Okay. So I take a look here and I see 7.5, 7.6, 7.7, 7.76, and then I just estimated a digit of 5. Now, I squinted pretty hard and moved the paper pretty close to my old lady eyes, so if you got something slightly different, that's okay. And remember, the estimated digit is always could have some variability there anyway. And I would say that's probably meters. It's certainly a length anyway. And then 3. So this is definitely a liquid in a graduated cylinder. So you can see the markings here. And then you take your measurement from the bottom of the meniscus, which is the curve in the tube. The sides are up a little bit because the water or solution with water in it is attracting to the glass. So the lowest point is where you measure from. And so we can see 1 and 2. So each of the lines is 1, 1.5, 2. And so that means our measurements can be one place past the decimal. So I take a look here at the bottom there, and I see it's 1.8. And then the bells ring. Hustle up, fellows. And then I have to estimate one extra digit. I think it's right on, so I'm estimating a 0. Here's another solution, and we could see the lines here. So we got between 40 and 50, so 45, 46, 47, right, whole numbers. And so then we will do 1, 2, 3 as our measuring. Okay, so we check what the measuring device tells me, and that is 5.5, or sorry, excuse me, 55, 55, and it looks to me like it's right on at the bottom of the meniscus, so I call it 55.0 milliliters. And the last one here are lines 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So the lines are telling me 1, 2, 3, and it's measuring in whole numbers. So what does the measuring device tell me exactly? Well, 30, 31 for sure, and then a bit over. So close to 32, but not quite. So I called that 31.8, and I said it was degrees Celsius because of the length of the tube there. Okay, so I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions, and if you want to reattempt the measurement in the lab, Add puzzle, I'm happy to reset you, but I hope this was useful to you. I hope you have a good day. Bye. See you. Bye.